Hello, this is gonna be the second video for today. I just changed my hat and this might be a bit irritating because I have these little things here that could sound very random. Sorry for that. It might annoy the hell out of some people. Yeah, the hell, because I am the devil right now. Ha ha ha. But I just wanted to get to the topic of this video, which is discussing ambiguous topics in songwriting and music industry in general. So the first bullet point will be that you have to be an above average instrumentalist to make it. There's kind of truth in it regarding that. If you play an instrument on any level, it helps you in many things. Let's say it kind of makes you smarter because you will learn how to do things simultaneously. So, for example, reading the sheet while playing your instrument. And if you're in a band, I mean any kind of band, you don't need to think of a famous band or even a locally popular band. If you're, for example, in music school and you're just there with your bell doing this, and I don't know, every for every eighth bar or so, this still counts because you have to pay attention, and you have to learn how to co-work with people. And normally people in music school are very young, so it helps your not to be a random antisocial person like I am. No, that was a joke, but I kind of I'm thinking about that right now. If I were part of a, not a choir, because I was part of a choir, but if I joined some kind of a band like that in music school, maybe I would be more social. But I don't think so, because I was a social child. It just kind of comes with age, I guess, and personality. Doesn't matter. By the way, you have to be if your instrument is your biggest focus, if you're a solo guitarist or a classical player in an orchestra, whatever, then yes, you have to. But then being above average is not enough. Then you have to be outstanding. If your aim is making music in general, let's say not as an instrumentalist, but as a singer or a producer, then you don't necessarily have to be an instrumentalist. It's good if you learn instruments on your own, but you don't need to play any instrument, let's say live in a concert or whatever. It will help you develop your skills, but you can take it as an kind of addition to your biggest skill or your number one skill. So it helps, but if you're just messing with, if you're just messing with a MIDI keyboard and writing songs, you don't have to be one. Or you can be a home instrumentalist, kind of stuff like that. Because let's say I was doing piano for, let's say, 12 years. I mean, it helped me improve a lot. I even learned how to sing and play simultaneously. That is one of the toughest things ever, to pay attention, breathing and the lyrics, pronunciation, playing stuff, the sheets where the where the things are I need to touch, and not freaking out because of the audience. So yeah, it is a hard thing, but you don't have to do it live if it's not your biggest skill. Learn an instrument if you want. It will help you. Yeah. Second thing is that songwriting as a sole profession is dead. And I kind of agree with it, because just think about it. If you're a songwriter, either way you're part of a band as a singer or an instrumentalist, or you're producing stuff for yourself or for other people. But normally, just writing lyrics and melodies won't make you any money. I mean, you can do things on TikTok the way many people do, and it's a good way to start out. Because let's say I started out because I have many ideas and I want to make it, but if you're a songwriter and you have the skill, but you also need the at least one tool to deliver it, either singing or instruments or production. So yeah, if you're a good songwriter or on the way of becoming a good songwriter, you need to pick at least one of these things to be succeed in music. Yeah. And also, these are the stuff that will make you money. Also, if you're a singer, you either way need to be in a very, characteristic band, or you need to be top class singer. Because, I mean, I wouldn't say the industry is oversaturated with singers. I mean, there are not that many of really skilled singers because of auto-tune, because I don't know, people lip syncing on platforms, because of AI as well. So yeah, it can be enough if you are very great single very great single. Well, that's what I am. But if you're a top class singer and only a singer songwriter, that can be good as well, but consider working with a team then. Third thing is that your rookie endeavors will deter industry people from working with you. Oh my god. I mean, when people are looking for collaborations, or when you reach out for a collaboration and people just so let's face it, if people don't know who you are, they are very likely to check who you are. And if people in this industry, either a manager or a collaborator you want to work with, they will search about who you are. And I think, I mean, if you're just thinking about it, in the place of a manager or a collaborator, who would you choose? Let's say there are two people nearly the same skills, but there's one who you can track from the either way the very beginning or years back from now. So I would say putting out stuff and showing your progress can be very motivating and can be a very a great manifesto of your improvement. And here comes the fourth bullet point, that is social media is a waste of time. When well, I just said that putting out stuff and showing who you are. I mean, what can be the biggest what can be the worst thing happening after it? People may tell you that you're bad and that you should improve in this. For example, I need to improve in speaking, whatever, regarding my videos. Some people might comment, girl, you really need to improve your English, or you need to do something with your accent, or you need to write a script or write better scripts, because somehow you just stop in the middle of the sentence, and after that you're not saying anything for I don't know, 10 seconds, and you need to think about it. Okay, then I will consider it. But the worst thing that can happen is that someone just gives you a kind of advice that is not even an advice. But even if people criticize you, at least part of these things will be stuff you can use to elevate your own stuff and yourself. And yes, what I just stated a couple of minutes ago. If you come across a YouTube channel, so let's say I know that the biggest things happen on Spotify, and the biggest platform right now is Spotify. But let's say the channels people, I mean, most people are likely to use, who doesn't have their songs ready for Spotify yet, are Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So let's say you come across a YouTube channel, because you can search on YouTube better than you can on TikTok, for example. And you can find a person with, let's say, a 5 or 8 year YouTube history, and you find a person with, okay, 1, 2, 20 very good songs, maybe a couple of albums, but people these days are more likely to grab on something that has a personal value. And if you show your journey, if you show your personal stuff, even if it's cringy, even if it's non-essential, even if it's kind of out of the box. I mean, if you're not showing yourself in the shower, or I don't know, very, very edgy things like that, I mean, that can add to your channel if it's in the topic of your channel, or if it delivers value to people. So yeah, start doing social media. Even if you have previous social media accounts in other topics, that counts as experience. So you're not doing this in vain. Next one is making music your only income source is unreachable. Well, it depends on where you are or where you want to be in the industry, and what your goal is regarding your income. I mean, your income in basics. Oh my God. No, I mean, what your goal is, because if you want to be a billionaire or something, then you either way need to I wouldn't say sign to a very top record label and just get to be their top artist, but you need to place yourself very, very well from a young age. If your aim is becoming extremely wealthy, then I would rather say, if you don't want to do anything but music, then okay, make music, make quality music, do your own stuff, and as soon as you can, start investing. If your goal is becoming relatively wealthy, I would say having a kind of not comfortable life, but when you don't have to think about what you buy, where you go, when, where you want to spend a holiday, whatever, then you can make it. I mean, maybe you will need, and this is very likely that you will need more income sources inside of music industry. I mean, you can teach people. So teaching people, doing your own stuff with one band, two bands, you as a soloist, teaming up with someone. This is something I'm doing right now because I teamed up with my former singing mentor, and we are making an online community platform, teaching people. I'm kind of an assistant to him, but I'm also getting into how to be a good instructor. So yeah, you can also do stuff. You need to be you need to other kind of skills if you want to be an A&R or manager, or if you want to work at live events, let's say. But one very random thing I did when I was a student, that I went to work to a couple of bigger events. For example, award shows where they needed young people in building the stage, and that can be a good thing because you're somehow at a music event. You get money, you make connections, whatever. So you may need. I wouldn't say many, but multiple income sources. But there's always a way to make it work. For example, I'm not making a living right now of being a singer or an artist or whatever, but I still kind of in that social circle that I'm still staying connected to music and stuff and work and stuff like that, and that can be a good thing at least till you reach your goal. Yeah. Oh. So yeah, but the limit is the sky. So next thing is you need a label to become successful. Well, I have a couple of ideas what I would use a label for. If you want to be, a label, getting signed with a label can be a good shortcut if you want to be what if you want the industry to recognize you sooner. Well, there's no guarantee to anything. Let's say if you see, for example, Chaperone, she was neglected for many years, even being a great singer. So there's no guarantee for anything, but there's a bigger chance that you can make it big sooner. What I would use a label for, let's say, so I'm European. I live in Europe, and if I want to live anywhere in European Union, I can go to any country and stay there as long as I want. But let's say if I wanted to live in the States or in South Korea, that is pretty popular nowadays. The most effective way to settle there, or any or in any country that you can't settle in because of your nationality, I think the most effective way would be signing with a label, but you always need to watch out for the little details. So you're not signing anything that would just set you behind, But this is the very first thing I would use a label for. Sorry. Sorry. If I ever get the chance, I will hide this video. I will probably hide this video. So, next bullet point is the years you spend outside the industry is a waste of time. Wrong. Because experience is experience. Everything counts in different levels or to different extent. So, for example, somehow I keep joking with that. I'm a skill. Sorry. So I have a university degree in archaeology, and I'm also a skilled, I wouldn't say a marble restorer, but I was working with marble restorers for 3 years. So I kind of have this skill with layers. So sometimes I keep joking with it. So what can be wrong with production, for example? It has layers as well, and I'm skilled with layers. So that will probably be easy. No. But still, if you just, if you think in layers and if you give attention for the small details, it would make you better in anything you do. So yeah, experience counts. Maybe not that much, but it's still better than zero. Okay, so next thing is you need an artistic persona, or your alter ego as an artist. Big yes. Because let's say putting out content is way too easy right now. Even the stuff I'm doing right now is unprofessional compared to the people who are in the music industry for long years or decades, or who edit their videos to top content. Yeah. So let's say basically anyone and everyone with a phone and internet connection can put out content on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. And you become a content creator way too easily. So people just keep scrolling, and new stuff just pops up every time. So it's way too easy to get attention, but it's hard to keep it. So if you want to keep, I wouldn't say someone's attention, but the attention of I mean, goal audience. I mean, the people who resonate with your stuff, you need to be very clear about who you are, how you look, what you want to deliver to people, because people will be hooked on the quality stuff if it's educational, if it's entertainment, or both, or something in between. They will be hooked on the stuff you give them, and also the way how you approach them, or how your aura feels, what your personal what your internet persona tells about you, basically. So yeah, if you doesn't have an internet persona, an artistic persona yet, start working on it, because if you don't have a very distinctive persona, you will have a long and hard way to get, I wouldn't say fans, but people who resonate with your stuff. So big yes for that. Ninth thing, and I'm going to talk about, so 10 plus 2 things, so 4 is still in my pocket. The ninth thing is your taste equals your style. At the beginning I would say yes, because if you are listening to stuff, that stuff is something becomes included in your style, because you're listening to stuff you like. I mean, ideally, if there's something in the radio, then you just turn it off. Or if someone listens to music you don't like next to you on the bus, or I don't know, you just ask them to turn down the volume, or you put your own headphones on. So yeah, whatever you're listening to, I mean, generally, not necessarily on a daily basis, but regularly, that if not, I mean, in some kind of way, it becomes a part of you. And if you're not shaping it to your own style, or giving your own spice to it, then your own style will be the stuff you consume. But the more of it you do, you will just start to have your own I wouldn't say your own ideas, because everyone has their own ideas, but if you can I mean, after a certain extent of that, why am I keep saying things like that? But after a certain amount of time, you will just naturally feel what is yours and how to make it yours, and something will click in. I cannot tell you when it will happen, because it can happen in half a year, or in 2 years, or you may not have your own style for many years, and after that you just come across something, it just becomes part of you, then another thing. So you can make it faster by listening to many things, but if you want to be a good artist yourself, then just start thinking about how you could do that. What more you could add to the stuff you're listening to, the stuff you like, and that would make your taste more than the things you're listening to. I mean, your style more than your taste, but your style, your taste, plus your own characteristics. Okay, next thing is improving skill sets in every area you want to own. This is a very, this is a key takeaway, because you either need to be a top, a top 5% in one thing, or you'd better do most of your things for yourself. I don't mean you have to design your albums for yourself, but it's good if you sing and produce for yourself. Let's say if you're an instrumentalist and can do your stuff as a session musician would do that, well, that's a very valuable extra point. So I think these are the two ways that you can make it to the top. So either way, be very outstanding in one thing. I mean, so good that people want to have you in their own projects, or be so distinctive and be so kind of independent, that people just can't pass by you. Yeah, and we have two more points. One is that connections are never negligible. True. I don't even want to talk about this, because if I had more, I mean, I'm very grateful for the connections I have. They helped me incredibly much to reach the point where I am now. If I had more connections, I could be a far better self of me by now. But yes, so connections basically place you who you are, plus your skills and connection. Skills and connections These two things count the most. And the last thing is that you need to prove your social skills first. Yeah, in many cases. So if you only want to, let's say, do a channel and put out stuff for entertainment purposes, your own entertainment, other people's entertainment, and you don't want to make money, it's enough if you're just very good and you put out your stuff. But if you don't interact with people who comment you, for example, or if people reach out to you for collaborations and you just don't care about it, you're not gonna grow, you're not gonna get those connections. I mean, not just the connections, but you're not gonna get the opportunities that could help you grow even bigger. And I mean, from putting stuff for YouTube and Instagram or whatever solely won't make you money. So if you're doing this because it makes you happy, then you don't have to interact with people. That easy. But yeah, if you want to be involved in the juicy stuff, it's better. So yeah, these are kind of advices I would also tell myself. I mean, my current self, my younger self, whatever. I hope that I could give you something. If you have anything, I mean, in connection with the stuff I said, if you want to correct me in something, if you want to forever share your own thoughts and experiences with me, or with other people who could watch this, I would be extremely grateful for it. If not, just watch out for the next video, or don't watch out. It depends on your taste. Bye, people.